The world of espionage, intelligence gathering, and covert operations has always captivated the human imagination. It's a world where the line between right and wrong can blur, and the fate of nations often hangs in the balance. The U.S. intelligence community, or IC, represents a collection of dedicated professionals working tirelessly behind the scenes. Their mission? To keep America safe. The U.S. intelligence community serves as the nation's first line of defense against a multitude of threats. These threats come in many forms, from hostile nations to terrorist organizations. The IC's primary mission is to provide timely and accurate intelligence to policymakers. They sift through mountains of data, separating fact from fiction, and identify emerging threats. The IC's work is not limited to identifying threats. They also assess the capabilities and intentions of foreign actors. Their ability to adapt to new threats and technologies is essential to maintaining America's security.
The very existence of the U.S. intelligence community underscores a fundamental truth. In an imperfect world, knowledge is power. Intelligence gathering is not a modern invention. Throughout history, nations have sought to gain an advantage through espionage. The modern IC relies on a vast array of tools and technologies, from sophisticated surveillance systems to cutting-edge cyber capabilities. Despite these challenges, the core mission of the IC remains unchanged: to provide policymakers with the intelligence they need. In a world of ever-evolving threats, the work of the IC is more critical now than ever before.
The U.S. intelligence community is a complex ecosystem of 18 separate agencies, each with its own unique mission. These agencies work both independently and collaboratively to provide a comprehensive intelligence picture. At the heart of the IC lies the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, or ODNI, coordinating the efforts of the various agencies. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, gathers human intelligence, while the National Security Agency, NSA, specializes in signals intelligence. Other key players include the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, NGA. The diversity of expertise within the IC is essential for addressing the full spectrum of threats facing the United States.
Section 2. The Intelligence Cycle. The work of the intelligence community is often described as a cycle, a continuous process of collecting, analyzing, and disseminating information.
The intelligence cycle begins with the identification of intelligence requirements, followed by the collection of necessary information.
Once collected, raw intelligence data must be processed and analyzed by skilled analysts.
The final stage is dissemination, ensuring that policymakers have the information they need to make informed decisions. Section 3. Collaboration and coordination. In the wake of the 9/11 attacks, it became clear that the U.S. intelligence community suffered from a lack of effective communication.
To address this, Congress passed the Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act of 2004, creating the ODNI.
The ODNI has made significant strides in breaking down the walls that once separated the intelligence agencies. Despite challenges, the IC continues to prioritize collaboration and coordination, recognizing that a unified approach is essential for addressing complex threats. Section 1. Before the deluge. Prior to World War II, the United States had no formal intelligence community.
The rise of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan in the 1930s forced the United States to confront the realities of a dangerous world.
The attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 served as a brutal wake-up call, exposing glaring weaknesses in America's intelligence apparatus.
World War II saw the birth of modern American intelligence.
The Office of Strategic Services, OSS, established in 1941, became the precursor to both the CIA and the Special Operations Command.
The OSS played a vital role in the Allied victory, providing crucial intelligence and supporting resistance groups.
The success of the OSS demonstrated the value of a centralized intelligence agency.
President Harry Truman ultimately decided to create the Central Intelligence Agency in 1947. The early years of the Cold War were a time of intense paranoia and suspicion.
The CIA played a central role in this shadowy struggle, recruiting spies and conducting covert operations.
The agency's mission was to provide policymakers with the intelligence they needed to navigate the Cold War.
The CIA's activities were often controversial, involving regime change operations and support for anti-communist groups.
The Cold War was a formative period for the U.S. intelligence community.
The U.S. intelligence community plays a critical role in supporting American foreign policy.
Diplomacy is about understanding the motivations, interests, and capabilities of other nations.
This intelligence is vital for formulating effective foreign policy.
The IC's role in supporting foreign policy goes beyond providing information. It also plays an active role in shaping events on the ground. Covert operations, authorized by the president, can influence the course of events in foreign countries. The intelligence community must constantly adapt to this evolving landscape. Policy analyst. One significant challenge is the sheer volume of information available in the digital age. The IC must develop new tools and techniques to filter and analyze this vast sea of information. Policy analyst. The IC must also contend with the growing sophistication of our adversaries, constantly innovating to maintain its edge. The United States intelligence community operates on a global scale, collecting information from every corner of the globe. Human intelligence, HUMINT, remains the cornerstone of intelligence gathering, with CIA case officers operating undercover worldwide. Signals intelligence, SIGINT, is another critical component, with the NSA intercepting and analyzing electronic communications. The IC also relies heavily on imagery intelligence, IMINT, collected by satellites and drones. The IC's ability to collect and analyze imagery from space has become increasingly important in recent years. The men and women of the United States intelligence community are the silent guardians of American security. They work tirelessly, often in obscurity, to protect the nation from a multitude of threats. Their work is essential, though often unheralded, and their sacrifices deserve our gratitude and respect. These individuals come from all walks of life, but they share a common commitment to service and a deep sense of patriotism. They are analysts poring over intelligence reports, linguists translating intercepted communications, and operatives conducting dangerous missions behind enemy lines. They are the first line of defense against terrorism, cyber attacks, and other threats to our nation's security. They provide the intelligence that informs our foreign policy and guides our military operations. Their work is often dangerous and always demanding, requiring unwavering dedication and a willingness to make personal sacrifices in service to a higher cause. The work of the intelligence community is often shrouded in secrecy, but its impact is felt every day. They are the silent guardians of American security, working tirelessly to keep us safe in a dangerous world. Their dedication and sacrifice deserve our unwavering support and gratitude. The intelligence they gather shapes the decisions of the president and key policymakers. Imagine the president facing a critical decision, perhaps a military intervention, sanctions against a hostile nation, or a response to a terrorist threat. The stakes are high, the options fraught with risk. The IC provides possible outcomes, each with risks and rewards. They assess consequences based on adversaries' intentions and capabilities. They highlight potential pitfalls and unforeseen challenges. It's about providing context and a deep understanding of the situation. It's about whispering in the president's ear, not shouting from the rooftops. The IC provides the military with a wide range of intelligence products and services tailored to the specific needs of the warfighter. This includes everything from satellite imagery of enemy positions to signals intelligence intercepts of enemy communications to human intelligence reports from spies on the ground. Military intelligence officer. In the modern battlefield where information dominance is paramount, the IC plays a critical role in providing the military with a decisive edge. By providing real-time intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, the IC enables the military to track enemy movements, anticipate enemy actions, and strike with precision and speed. The IC's support to the military is not limited to kinetic operations. Intelligence also plays a vital role in shaping the information environment, countering enemy propaganda, and winning hearts and minds. Military Intelligence Officer, the IC helps the military to understand the local population, identify key influencers, and tailor its message to resonate with the target audience. The U.S. intelligence community plays a vital role in defending the nation against these cyber threats. The National Security Agency, the government's primary signals intelligence agency, is on the front lines of the cyber domain. Civilian analysts, the NSA's mission is to collect and analyze foreign intelligence signals while also protecting U.S. government communications and information systems from cyber attacks. The NSA's work in cyberspace is highly classified, but it's no secret that the agency possesses sophisticated capabilities to conduct offensive and defensive cyber operations. The NSA can penetrate foreign computer networks, implant malware, and disrupt enemy communications. Civilian analyst, it can also defend U.S. networks from attack, identifying and neutralizing cyber threats before they can cause harm. The IC's role in cyberspace is not limited to the NSA. Other agencies, such as the CIA and the FBI, also play important roles in countering cyber threats. The CIA, for example, collects human intelligence on foreign cyber actors, while the FBI investigates cyber crimes and works to bring cyber criminals to justice.
The U.S. intelligence community stands as a testament to the enduring need for knowledge in a world often shrouded in shadow. From the OSS in Wartu to high-tech digital espionage, the IC has evolved to meet ever-changing challenges.
Its legacy is one of triumphs and failures, secrets kept and revealed, lives saved and lost. The IC's stories are often the stuff of spy novels, daring escapes, double agents, and high-stakes deceptions.
Behind the intrigue lies a sobering reality. Intelligence work is grim and dangerous, with blurred lines between right and wrong.
Despite risks and moral dilemmas, the IC has shaped history, providing crucial intelligence to safeguard the nation.
The U.S. intelligence community operates in a world of moral ambiguity. It is tasked with defending the nation from its enemies, but it must do so while upholding the values of a free and open society. This delicate balance is a constant challenge for the IC, and one that has sparked debate and controversy throughout its history.
On the one hand, the IC must be willing to use all means necessary to protect the nation from those who would do it harm. This includes engaging in covert operations, recruiting spies, and intercepting communications. These activities, by their very nature, often involve deception, secrecy, and the infringement of privacy.
On the other hand, the IC must operate within the bounds of law and ethics. It cannot be seen as above the law, nor can it be allowed to become a rogue agency, answerable to no one. The potential for abuse is real, and the consequences of unchecked power are grave.
The IC must constantly grapple with these competing imperatives. It must strive to be both effective and ethical, to protect the nation without betraying its values.
This requires strong oversight from Congress and the courts, as well as a culture of accountability within the IC itself.
The U.S. intelligence community faces a future as uncertain and complex as the world it monitors. The digital revolution and new threats like cyber warfare are transforming the intelligence landscape.
The volume of information presents both an opportunity and a challenge. Collecting and analyzing data from open sources gives unprecedented insights.
However, this data deluge presents a significant challenge. Sifting through the noise to find the signal requires sophisticated algorithms.
The IC must adapt to a world where state and non-state actors blur. To meet these challenges, the IC must embrace innovation and collaboration. The U.S. intelligence community stands as a silent sentinel, guarding the nation from seen and unseen threats. Its men and women work tirelessly, often in obscurity, to keep America safe. They are the analysts poring over intelligence reports, the linguists translating intercepted communications, the operatives conducting dangerous missions behind enemy lines. Their work is often dangerous, always demanding, and rarely acknowledged. They are the unsung heroes of national security, the guardians of the Republic. Their dedication and sacrifice deserve our unwavering support and gratitude. In an age of increasing global instability and uncertainty, the role of the IC has never been more critical. The threats facing the United States are more complex, more interconnected, and more difficult to detect than ever before. The IC must evolve to meet these challenges, but it must do so while upholding the values of a free and open society. The IC is not infallible. It has made mistakes in the past, and it will undoubtedly make mistakes in the future. But its commitment to protecting the nation and its people remains unwavering. The IC is a vital part of the fabric of American democracy, and its continued success is essential for the safety and security of the nation.